Amphibians. In the vast world of nature, there are amazing animals that can live both on land and in water. They are called amphibians. Some common animals, like frogs and salamanders, belong to this fascinating group. Have you ever noticed what makes them so special? Since amphibians spend time in the water, their skin stays moist and smooth, without any tiny scales. Most amphibians lay their eggs in water, and their babies need to live in water too. Take frogs as an example. They lay their eggs in the water, which hatch into tadpoles. These tadpoles live and grow in the water. When they are first born, they don't have any legs and swim around using their tails. As they grow, they slowly develop 2 pairs of legs, front and back, which give them the ability to live on land. As adult amphibians, they occasionally spend time in the water, but they live mostly on land. Interestingly, amphibians have different ways of breathing at various stages of their lives. When they are young, they mainly breathe through gills. Once they grow up, they can breathe using lungs, skin, or gills. The unique characteristics and adaptations of amphibians are quite remarkable, aren't they? Share with your friends what you find most interesting about these incredible creatures.
After learning about amphibians, let me introduce you to the unique characteristics of reptiles. Reptiles are very common in the natural world, and many familiar animals belong to this category, such as turtles, crocodiles, snakes, and lizards. Although they look quite different from each other, they all share some interesting features that make them reptiles. Can you guess what they have in common? One thing you might notice is that their bodies are covered in dry, hard scales. These tough scales provide protection against attacks from enemies. For instance, turtles have a strong, bony shell that they can hide inside when they face danger. Reptiles also have very dry skin. The hard scales prevent water inside their bodies from easily evaporating, which is a special adaptation that allows them to live in dry environments where water is hard to find. Just like mammals, reptiles breathe using lungs. This means they don't need to live in water to survive, unlike fish that breathe through gills. After learning so much about reptiles, do you feel like you understand them a lot better now? It's amazing to see how these creatures have adapted to their environments in such cool ways.
Now it's time to learn the Chinese vocabulary from this lesson.
Amphibians.
兩棲類
Land.
陸地
Moist.
濕潤
Scales.
鱗片
Lay eggs.
產卵
Hatch.
孵化
Tadpole.
蝌蚪
Gills.
鰓
Lungs.
肺
Reptiles.
爬行類
Turtles.
龜
Crocodiles.
鱷魚
Snakes.
蛇
Lizards.
蜥蜴
Shell.
外殼
Evaporate.
蒸發
Mammals.
哺乳類